Welcome to the Dave Show. My name is Dave, and today I'm here to talk about this portable air conditioner unit. The brand, I believe, is called Jojoka or Jojoka or Hohoka. I don't know how to pronounce it. I apologize. But they did send me this product for a review, and they wanted me to show you what it is, what comes with it, and how to set this up. Again, this is a portable air conditioning unit. It's a 10,000 BTU unit, and it's supposed to be good for up to 150 square foot room, house, area, whatever it is you want to try to cool. And it does a couple other really cool things I'll tell you about. If you're in an area that has high humidity, so it's hot and humid, this kind of has a built-in dehumidifier, which means it takes the moisture out of the air. So it's going to cool you down and take the moisture out of the air. And so it does store the moisture in some drainage areas. I'm going to show you the details of that. This is all the bits and pieces that it comes with. I'm going to bring you in closer and show you each one of these and what they do. And we're going to take a closer look at the unit, all the bells and whistles, all the features, all the pieces, all the parts. So this is a very detailed video of this air conditioner unit. So I hope it helps you. Let's take a closer look at this AC unit. Okay, looking at what comes with it, you do get an instruction manual, and you're going to get this little quick start guide. Very nice and easy to have this little quick start guide on how to put this whole thing together and all the pieces and parts and so forth that you're going to get with it. You do get a remote control with the unit, so now you can control this from across the room, which is very nice. We'll show you some details of this once we turn it all on, but you're going to get that. You're going to get the venting. Now, this type of machine, when there's an air conditioner, you have to blow the hot air out someplace. So it brings it in, it cools it down, and also needs to exhaust the hot air. So you do need to have this running outside somehow. And what they do is actually give you a window mounting system. So these are brackets that go, this is a hose, this part here, and it expands. So you can, and it's flexible, so this expands longer than this, of course. There is some window sealing with some foam, and then you have this unit, which actually slides. It's screwed together right now, but this slides in there. So if you have a vertical closing window or a horizontal sliding window, this should fit most of them. This expands out, and what it does, it just makes a little seal from your window to the window frame, and then this part goes into here, and the tubing goes in here. I'm going to hook this all up to show you how that all works. And then there's some other extra little screws and so forth. So those are the pieces and the parts that you get with it. Now let's take a closer look at the unit itself. Okay, looking at the front of this, there's actually a LED panel here that shows your degrees, your temperature, your fan speed, and it's on cool. And if you notice this lid is going up and down. It's automatically adjusting to get the airflow throughout. And this is actually, oh, it's nice and cool here. I can feel it. But I wanted to show you that part of the front, and this is also for your remote control. But now let's go ahead and look at the other parts of the unit. On the side of the unit, they actually have two of these little notches. These are little handles so you can kind of grab it and move it around. These are on casters, they're on rollers, so it's easy to roll and move around to where you need it. And now looking at the back, this is a intake vent. So you're going to want to make sure you've got room. If you put this up against the wall, you want to make sure there's I think they said about 19 inches to make sure that the air comes through. And this has got like a little filtration system in it. This comes off so you can take it all out and clean it and whatnot if you need to vacuum it out or whatever. Every once in a while, you can do that really easily. Okay, now going down a little further down the back, you have a drain plug. Now this is the mid-level drain plug, and then there's a bottom level drain plug down here. And depending on how you run the unit itself, if you're on the dry mode, which is again designed to take humidity out, you're going to fill up the mid one. If it's just normal AC unit, you're going to have condensation as well as taking the moisture out of the air, and that's the bottom one. But the system tells you when it's full, or you can actually connect this to pipes or tubing to have a constant drain if you have some place you can drain it out to. And this part here, this is the air vent. This is the part that goes to the hose, and the exhaust comes out of here. There's a little strap here. This is just a nice little thing to keep your cord up and off the floor if you need to, or your piping is attached there. And then there's also another filter here. This is another intake down at this side that you can open up and you can clean out as well. And the plug, this is a 3-prong grounded plug. You want to make sure you're into the right kind of receptacle. It does have a reset button in case if there is a power overload and you need to reset it. You can do that here on this cord. Very good, heavy duty. There's a lot of power that comes out of this. Okay, now looking at the control panel, you have these little indicators across the top. So your timer indicator is on, your fan indicator, high, low, or auto. You have an LED screen, and this also gives you your temperatures and other things. Just like the front, when I showed you the front, it shows up there as well. And then you have your modes, so your cool, your fan. Now you can run just a fan. You can use this just like a regular fan, not a big deal, or you could do the cool air conditioning or the dry, which means you're going to try to just take the moisture out of the air. And then there's a sleep feature as well. And then these are your control buttons. Now they're all touch sensitive. They're not really buttons. You just have to touch it. Coming from this side, there's a timer. Again, the timer is you can set this to go on at certain times a day and off at certain times a day, or stay on for like 10 hours or 2 hours or whatever it is you want. Your fan speed, your adjustments, high and low for temperature, your mode, and power on off. So right now it is off. I'm going to go ahead and press it on. Now it's going to go, right now it's in low mode. There's also the auto. The auto mode basically will adjust for your system, your temperatures and so forth. 64 degrees right now. It's on cooling. You can adjust this down by just tapping it. That's as low as it goes. Oops. Let's see if I can get over here to show you. We're going to take it up. Your fan speed, that's high. Now this thing is really blowing in my face. An auto. Let's go over to timer. So you got from a half an hour. Oops. Here, then we adjust it this way. 1 hour, 1.5, 2 hours, so on and so forth. You get the idea. You can adjust it there. The mode button, that takes it to the dry. Fan, that's simply just fan. There, it changed mode, so now it's just fan. And this is an auto system. When it circulates like that, that just means that it's going to detect your humidity, your temperature, everything, and it's just going to do what it needs to do. And back up to cool. Now, if you hold these two buttons at the same time for a few seconds, that takes it to Celsius. So if you are a Celsius person versus Fahrenheit, that's how you do it. If you get this on and you notice that doesn't seem right when you first get it, just go ahead and press the up and down arrow at the same time, and you get the Fahrenheit. I hope you were able to see that with my big fat fingers in the way. Okay, here on the remote control, it's all pretty much the same. There are some differences where you have your power button to turn it on and off. This button here actually gives you a turbo mode, which is cool. So if you want to just all of a sudden kick it up a blast, you can hit that. You got your up and down arrows, your clock. This controls the little door that you saw open up and close. The middle is your mode button to change your different modes. Then you have your night button. Now your night button actually turns down the LED lights to make it a bit dimmer and quieter. Your fan mode, and then you can change your Celsius and Fahrenheit doing this with these buttons here. And there's a little screen up here. It's going to be hard to tell on the camera, but you have a little screen that tells you what's going on as well. Very nice, simple, easy little remote control. Okay, just want to show you the venting part of it. You actually take this piece off of here, and it just kind of screws onto the piping. You have to pull some of the piping apart, and then the other end here goes into this hole. So you can see it just slides into here, and then this is what goes into your window part of it. I'll show you some photos and examples of that. And then this part just goes into here, clips into place. So now your exhaust can come out of here, and again this pulls out quite a distance so you can get this up into a window. The little screws here. Now there's little holes along the side. They have a little plastic pin that's just holding it in place, but you can put the screws in to the holes once you get it to the right size, and then again cut the foam out to fit so it's a nice good seal. Because you want a nice good seal in your house, but if you're air conditioning, you want the cold air to go out of your house, it's just going to work that much harder. But that is what that is and how this part gets put together. Okay, I just wanted to, I'm going to shoot this top lid here. If you can see it on my little thermal gun, 74 degrees. It's kind of the temperature inside the house. I'm going to go ahead and turn this on. And it goes down to 64 degrees is the setting, if you can see that here. And it's already pumping cold air out. There you go. So now you can see it's 60, 63, 70, it's going down, 56 degrees because I'm all the way up inside it. So it fluctuates, but it's going down into the 60 degrees of temperature pumping out of this thing, some cold air pumping out. Very, very nice, very cold. But I wanted to show you here that my windows that I have in the house, a lot of them are this size. And the little window thing that comes with it is not tall enough to fit this. So they do say in the manual that you can get another one of these window brackets that you can use to put together. It only comes with the one, so you might want to measure your windows of where exactly you're going to put this. Now I do have other windows in the house that are different sizes, so I'll have to go around and see if any of those will fit into this. Now I am in the desert, so we do use air conditioning a lot, but we kind of use our central air conditioning system. I'm not sure exactly if or when I'm going to put this into a room or use it into a room, but again, they sent me this to show you all of it. So you might want to measure your windows just in case if they're going to fit or not. Again, if you have the kind that go down, you just put this down below this direction, and as long as you're also next to a power cord, that's how it works that way. So there you have it, a detailed look at this portable air conditioning unit. It works really, really well. It blows a lot of cold air, and it will help take the moisture out of your air. If you have moisture, I don't worry about that here in the desert. We're dry, very dry. But if you are looking for a nice portable air conditioning unit, this one may be the right one for you.